Hello everyone, Luke Taylor here with another album review, and today's album is Trivium and Waves. Had to do that. Had to do it. So, in Waves, this is going to be hard to review because this is where I met Trivium, and I went back to Shogun, listened to Shogun, but this is the Trivium that kind of will always stick with me as the most nostalgic, and this is kind of where they started. They changed their image. Obviously, Shogun, you got guys with long hair, and they're kind of doing the '80s thrash thing, and you know there's a Japanese aesthetic. And then you go to In Waves, and they're like wearing earth tones, and they're dystopian. And Matt cut his hair. And the first time I remember ever seeing them, I think was in a guitar magazine. They had a little feature with Yngwie Malmsteen, and they had kind of this earth tone dystopian, flavor. And they did like a feature where they showed some of the riffs, and I remember seeing their live in Wacken, which was, I think it was Nick Augusto's birthday, and the album came out that day. And that show was just amazing. Like the piano intro, dun 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 dun. I'm like, who is this band? And then just the, I mean, that's always going to be one of the best songs they've ever written and will ever play. It just kills live. It's just so awesome and heavy, and it's simple, and that's what I think. When Trivium's at their best, they're just connecting, like they're punching right through all that kind of garbage and just get that. So I watched that concert, and I think it was like Dusk Dismantled, and this one, and like Forsake Not the Dream, yeah, In Waves, and some other songs, but just the stuff from the In Waves stuff, and it was like dissonant, but it was really catchy, and it was like diminished licks and stuff, and I was like, this is really cool. I really like this because I connected to the catchy part of it and the dissonant, aggressive part of it. You know, kind of the diminished scales and stuff, and it's just really badass live. And so then I got this, and the In Waves that I have is the bonus edition or the special edition or whatever, and this is the one that I suggest getting. It's a better experience because it's got this live DVD, which is a really cool because it's just them live in the studio, and it's basically a live concert but just in the studio, and like that is so cool. So it's like a live music video but it's a live concert, and it's just them kicking ass, and they do some older songs, but they do some great In Wave stuff. Like the last song they do is From Ember to Inferno, but I think the song before that is Down from the Sky, and I was like, what is that song? And you know, listening to that and then going back to Shogun and that being my favorite album. But I just love this Trivium. Fell in love with this era Trivium. Awesome live performances from this era. Matt screaming. This was kind of the end of his like old style of screaming, which is really brutal. It's awesome. It's just, this is, this is the Trivium that I fell in love with, that I like, that inspired me so deeply, and really was my entrance into this kind of metal and this kind of aggressive music, and just spawning from there. It's like, yeah, it just started that way. I love a lot of these songs, and I really love the kind of the way that it was done. Colin Richardson did a great job with this, but the whole dystopian feel and flavor, I think, was really strongest captured with this, and this is one of the better examples of like dystopian theme in metal. Like there's cool atmospheric sounds, and the way that it kind of creeps up on you, and the way that it kind of ends, and there's little segments, that blend different songs together. Of course, this is the bonus edition, so it has like A Gray So Dark, and like I think if you look at the regular edition, it was missing some of this extra stuff, and this should be the only edition you can buy, is this version, because it's just better than the one where some songs are cut out. I love the guitar tones. Matt and Corey are just kicking ass. You can really hear the difference. You can always hear the difference, but you can really hear the difference because Matt's playing that Les Paul Custom with those EMGs, and so like soloing on the neck pickup. But just there's some really cool riffs where you can just see Matt like he's doing like the rhythm track, and Corey's just like going to town. Especially like the solo on Dusk Dismantled. That's a crazy solo, and that he's just like But yeah, very tasteful shredding. Still blending a little bit of that Japanese flavor, you know, with some of the scales. Doing some really cool stuff. But this is, I think this is the Trivium that never looked back on the old Trivium. You know, they started to do this, and now what we have now still keeps going. It builds upon itself. But this is like, you know, Matt cut his hair and new drummer. It was a new start for them. Even at, you know, even, come on, it's like 2010, so it's like a new thing. Yeah, I just, I'm very thankful for this album. It means a lot to me, very personal to me, so I'm really thankful for it. Very, very inspiring to me. My rating, silver. So, are you a fan of Trivium? Did you like In Waves? Did you like my scream at the beginning? Every time I hear In Waves, or I think In Waves or something, that it just, you know, it comes and it just reminds me of that. So please check out all my other reviews on this channel. Please check out all my actually videos. There's so many on. I keep making videos all the time, post them multiple times a week, so please subscribe and tell all your friends. Have a great day. See you later.